huge misstep in what was otherwise a solid idea by the league.
Stay in touch in the world of gaming with the Onside Radio E Report. Wake up and good morning. 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh.
It's Friday.
Why? You had all week to talk about work. Now it's the weekend, and that means it's
Party time!
The party is just getting started.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
Roger that.
Okay, let's move out. Come on, let's go.
It's showtime.
Here's Toast and Marsh.
Finally. We've been waiting for Friday since Tuesday. It is finally here, man. Welcome to the start of the broadcast day on OnsideRadio.com. It is 8:03. I am Toast. He is Marsh. We are 4th and 20.
Thank God.
Oh, man, this is what a start. What a start to the next 4 days. We got 12 hours of basketball for the next 4 days.
It's
from noon till midnight, boys and girls.
I feel like I accomplished something getting to today and like, getting to the tournament.
Yeah.
I feel like honestly I feel good.
No, I think I get a gold star for the week on the refrigerator because I made it to this.
Yeah, you get a gold star, Toast, not the guy that missed Monday.
Sorry, I was throwing up.
He was throwing up. He was fine. They're not going to, whatever. He went to a super spreader event. Things are going to happen.
I still don't know what I ate that got me to be so sick.
Thankfully, I have never had the food poisoning.
I never got it up until like a year ago, and since like last year, I've had it like 2 or 3 times.
Damn.
I know. It's
That's
awful.
Wow.
It's horrible.
Yeah, no, I know people that have had it, and they say it's just the worst 24 hours of your life, 36 hours of your life. You're just, you feel like your insides just want to jump out of your body.
Uh-huh.
So, all right, so plenty of good stuff going on today. Going to welcome on comedian Neri Signs. He'll be coming on at 8:40. Going to start doing a weekly entertainment sort of a thing for us. Obviously, Zack Snyder's Justice League dropped on HBO Max this week. Dude, thing's a 4-hour-long opus.
What?
Yeah, I went to put it on yesterday. I'm like, I'll watch this before Neri comes on tomorrow so I can talk to him about it. 4 hours and 3 minutes long. I'll have to watch this over. Like, I don't have time now the whole weekend. I got basketball.
It's like the Irishman.
Like, the earliest I can watch this is Tuesday, and I'll probably have to watch it over 2 days because I'm not going to have just 4 hours.
What is this?
Zack Snyder's the Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League.
Huh.
So the other version came out in theaters like a few years ago.
Yeah.
So what happened was Zack Snyder was doing the movie. I believe either his daughter passed away towards the end, so he had to drop out. Joss Whedon came in, took the footage that he had, put the movie together, reshot some other stuff, but his version of what he released and what Zack's vision were 2 opposite things.
Okay.
So folks have been clamoring for Zack Snyder, for his version to be released, and Warner Brothers and HBO Max decided to do that. It happened on Wednesday or Thursday.
4 hours.
4 hours, bro. Like, that is, like, I got to, like,
That's
look
an
at
entire day.
I got to look at my calendar. I'm going to have to schedule this. Well, I can't just put on a movie like, hey, it's an event. It's 4 hours.
It's like watching a football game.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane. So, but we'll talk to him. We got Cutler Ridge Laz be coming on at 9:20. Canes baseball have won 6 in a row. FSU this weekend, baby. The Knowles.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to talk about Cutler Ridge Laz about the fact that I think he's got to change his name now. I don't think it works anymore, with all due respect.
Lehigh Acres Laz.
Or maybe just
Lehigh Laz.
Lehigh Laz. I think
Lehigh Laz, yeah.
Lehigh Laz is where we're going to have to go. But I don't
like that.
I think the good folks at Cutler Ridge may be filing a petition to you got to drop it now. You got to drop it. I'm sorry, you got to drop it. But we'll talk to him and get the latest on what's going on in his life in Canes baseball and also his thoughts on spring practice. Marsh, any good news coming out of Green Tree yesterday that you want to update me on?
Well, who did we talk to yesterday?
I know they did some pressers yesterday.
I swear, like, I love the writers that cover the Canes.
Yep.
If I hear one more person ask what their body fat percentage is, I'm going to lose my damn mind.
So the reporters are actually asking?
All 3 days. Yes, for every single player.
What is your body fat now?
Well, because we're so.
Well, I know. Well, listen,
Feely effect.
Feely's done an amazing job over the 18 months or whatever that he's been here. Absolutely, but every single player is being asked.
Every that is no joke. Every single player, man.
Wow.
It's
okay.
and I'm just like,
Are they
really?
asking them to take their shirts off during the interview so they can see the definition and whatnot?
Like almost every single player, we know what their bench press is, their squat, and what they weigh, and
I mean, I get
fat.
players wanting to brag about that. I don't know about asking every player that. If a player wants to openly volunteer that, like, dude, I'm excited. I'm down
They'll
to
post
2
the pictures.
Right, sure.
It's
That's
just
weird though.
I don't know.
Old men asking young boys what your body fat is.
Yeah.
What are you benching there, son?
That was kind of funny. Well, we talked to our boy Keyshawn Smith yesterday.
Oh, how'd that go? What's his mindset like?
He's awesome. He just seems like a really humble guy. He.
I don't want him to be humble. I want him to be a killer. I want him to be like, dude, I want to dominate.
They're all just like nice guys.
I want one that they got to dominate. I want them to be like, I want to dominate this year.
A lot of them are just quiet, honestly. Like
they
Ja'Cory Couch, we also spoke to him yesterday. Just very quiet.
Well, they better speak loudly with their play.
I'd rather
like
them do that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I guess.
Keyshawn was saying how like he was,
Well, I saw the pass with him and Derek with him
TVD.
and TVD. Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like a receiver went up and got a ball.
Yeah, dude, haven't seen it in a couple years. I'd love to act like that was a joke, but it's not.
No, that and what a throw.
Yeah. Listen,
Can we tweet out those clips?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're out there, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Great throw by Tyler.
I have been fully on board with TVD since he signed, since we were doing the recruiting. My cousin, I'm from Connecticut. My cousin has a job in Connecticut where he works with and has relationships with basically every high school football coach in the state through like fundraising stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were recruiting TVD, I asked him, "Hey man, what's the story on him up there among the coaches?" He's like, "Bro, you have no idea." They all say the same thing. He has that it factor.
Yeah.
Forget about the physical. He loves breaking down film. He's the first one there, the last one to leave, and he just loves just knowing everything about football. Yeah. And dude, that's what you want.
Oh, yeah.
And so here's my thing. Listen, I love the fact that Jake got here, and I love the fact that it looks like Ja'Cory Brown is going to commit as well.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying, and no disrespect to those two, but neither of them are going to see the field until TVD decides he wants to leave.
I agree with you.
And that's all I'm going to say. And if it means that some folks end up having to transfer out, whatever, that's what happens. That's college football. I don't think this kid gives up the gig next year until he leaves school.
I mean, everyone I'm a big Jake guy. Obviously, you know Jake's a good kid, but
they're all good.
Yeah,
kids, man.
exactly. That's not
not
to
a
say
shot at any of them.
That's not to say that
Right.
I'm still not like a. I remember when TVD committed, and I was listening to the OBB, and I started watching Rose breakdowns and everything. That's when I became a fan of him, man.
Well, and listen,
Tyler,
dude,
and
you know,
he has the it factor, but it's different from other quarterbacks.
Well, listen, if he grew up in California or Texas or Florida, he would have been a 5-star. He would have been a 5-star. But in Connecticut, bro, I can tell you for a fact, the last great talent that came out of Connecticut was Aaron Hernandez. It doesn't happen often. We don't get a lot of 4-stars that pop out of the Nutmeg State. So, yeah, listen, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
And I love that, like, he's not flashy.
No.
I love that.
No.
He's just a leader.
Yep.
And the thing is, like, because Jake is the same way. They're just both two different personalities.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one's from California, one's from Connecticut.
Sure.
And that's fine. That's fine. But, hearing great things about Tyler, he's been the talk of the week, man.
No, he absolutely has been. Absolutely has been. The safeties, just so much depth and talent, and James Williams not even here yet. It's just ridiculous. It's like, wow, where's everyone going to play?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, listen, there's a reality that you may, between now and summer, you may see a couple of guys enter the portal. Because there's a couple, I could see a couple of receivers entering the portal.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I could see maybe a safety entering the portal. Listen, when you have this much talent, like 5-6 deep at one spot, and they're all freshmen and sophomores, chances are one of them's gonna be like, bro, like I need to go somewhere else.
So yeah, someone asked us that on Fours Up. They're like, who do you think could enter the portal? And I hate answering that.
No, I don't want to speculate on
but,
that.
But
I think
would
someone
say,
will.
Yeah, I would probably say a safety, or because we have so many receivers.
I could see
dude.
a safety that has been here for a few years.
Yeah.
Entering the portal.
And they see what's coming.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying that I see any of the new kids entering, but I can see first or second year kids. But I can see some of the third or fourth year kids, possibly. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Listen, but that's finally
college football, man.
Well, but that's also the sign of a healthy program when you have that much depth that kids see roadblocks in front of them. that while it sucks for them and you don't want to see kids leave, it's a sign of a healthy program because it means that you've got a lot of guys. You've got a roster full of depth, and that's what you need.
Yeah,
And that's what we haven't had.
I think I'm ready to change my because
Oh,
I
no.
said Mark Pope was gonna be one
Oh.
of the starters.
I thought you were going to say, like, I'm going 11-1.
No, God. I haven't even went up to 9-3 yet. I think Keyshawn Smith starts week 1.
Listen, as I was saying to on the OBB this week, when we figure out who the top 3 receivers are going to be, in my mind, it had better be Harley, Rambo, and then either Keyshawn or Jeremiah.
Or Redding.
Or Redding, yeah. But I've been on Keyshawn since last year, bro. I just see a lot of potential in him. I see a lot of just X factor, alpha wide receiver in him, and I just want him to become that guy because I don't see a lot of those guys on the roster right now.
No,
I don't.
No. The younger guys seem to be
Possible.
They get it.
Possible.
They get it.
But we need a guy
not just at
now.
a receiver.
Yeah.
But like they seem to like.
Oh,
like,
the young safeties,
whether it's
their
Tyler
attitude.
or James Williams, they get it.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because we've not wasted the players for the last 3 years, but.
How has what are you hearing about Chance Williams?
Oh, okay. So I'm very, very excited about what he's going to do.
So for those of you unaware, obviously the Canes lost both of their top 3 defensive ends from last year. 2 starters plus Rousseau, who took the year off, who opted out. So that is a certain, Jafari Harvey, everyone's talking about that, but there's 2 sides and there's depth that's needed. So what are we looking at there with Chance?
So there's also Zach McLeod,
And you got the
DeAndre
kid from
Johnson,
Tennessee.
and also Cam Williams. But I've heard Chance Williams looks really good. Manny actually mentioned him by name on Tuesday.
Okay.
So I think he's a really good player.
Absolutely.
I mean, he was one
yeah.
of the best commits of that 2020
Yep.
class. So I don't know if we'll see him really break out this year, but he'll get a lot of reps. We have so much depth, but just none of it's proven.
No, and it's all stacked in certain positions.
Yeah.
We either have a wealth of talent at a position, or we're still a little bit light.
Yeah, like we have the running backs.
Sure, we don't have the linebackers.
No. But I mean, Corey Flagg has been another
Corey
popular
Flagg's the guy. Sam Brooks got to step up. If those 2 guys can step up and really, kind of be the leaders of that linebacking room and perform, then we're better off than a lot of us are thinking because those guys have all the talent in the world. But it's just them. It's just them getting out there and doing it. So we'll see what happens.
Next part of the process.
That is always part of the process.
It's very frustrating.
We're going to go through all. We're picking every single NCAA game for today and tomorrow for the first 2 round for the first round. Spread and everything. So we're going to start doing that next. Also, we have the best NCAA prop bets if you want to get in on some of that before things kick off at, I believe the first game's at 12:15 today. More news on Deshaun Watson. A 3rd lawsuit has now been filed. Dolphins made some moves yesterday. Finally got a wide receiver here, one that you're excited about, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, that's the one who I was.
Will Fuller.
Yeah, Will Fuller.
There you go.
If he's cleared to play by the NFL.
Well, he'll miss the first game.
Okay.
Because he's serving a 6-game suspension dating back to last year, so he's already served 5 of those games. So he'll be available week 2. Listen, he's the deep threat.
Yeah.
And listen, I've had him on my fantasy team before, and he's a waste from a fantasy standpoint because listen, he's all or nothing. He's either going to get you a touchdown and 3 or 4 catches and 105 yards, or he's going to get you nothing. And so it's all or nothing with him. And so, listen, if you need a guy to stretch the field, that's fine. But I'm not, listen, you still got to draft a wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not looking at Fuller and Devontae Parker and Preston Williams. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, we're good. No, we're good. We're all set. Yeah, no, I'm not.
No, who's the guy that they signed the other day from the Bills?
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, stop. So the guy that used to play with Tua in Alabama, is it Robert Brooks or something? Or
Robert
I don't know.
Foster?
Robert Foster, is that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, here we come, Buffalo.
You won't have to remember his
listen,
name.
and they got a new backup quarterback in Buffalo, Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah. But we signed a.
So what does that say about Trubisky? Is that you have signed where Josh Allen is the starter who's been in the league for what? This is going to be his 4th year? I mean, you're basically saying, yeah, I'm a career backup.
What does that say about the Bears, GM?
Oh, their GM is awful.
Oh.
Their GM is awful.
He was the number 2 pick.
They're awful. They passed on Deshaun Watson. They passed on who else did they pass on? They passed on somebody else. But yeah, no, that's just. But dude, for Mitchell Trubisky, you're only like 25 or 20, and you're like, yeah, I don't have a backup now. Now you're a backup for the rest of your you're
done.
That's it. Which is great. Best job in football. Enjoy the clipboard. You'll never, pray that Josh Allen don't get hurt.
He has his rookie deal. Like, he made his money from that. So
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
He
just hit the jackpot.
And backup quarterbacks make good money in the NFL. It's the best job in football.
Wow, we should be applauding Mitchell Trubisky.
So I'm just saying, but man, that had to be a tough pill to swallow from being the number 2 overall pick to now saying, all right, now my next team, I'm a backup. Mahomes.
Yeah.
That was the other one, yes.
Just
Watson and Mahomes, they passed on to take him.
Just the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, my God. Yeah, just
based off of
insane.
That one game where he torched the Canes.
Well, who didn't back then?
Oh.
Catch a South Florida staple every afternoon. Alex Dono hosts the Man of the Match from 3 until 6. Tune in to Alex every day, 3 until 6, right here at OnSideRadio.com.
You can reach out to Toast and Marsh by dialing 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
A message to help keep you safe. If doctors told us today that we'd made a breakthrough on COVID-19, saving thousands of lives, we would rejoice. Finally, a good news day. We'd feel less afraid that our loved ones would be struck by the invisible enemy. We'd start to feel hope that we could live our lives again. Well, a mask does all that. We can help protect others by covering our noses and mouths, which is how the virus mainly spreads. Masks are a ticket to freedom, to be out in the world, to getting together, back to work, back to doing what we want. If doctors announced we could save lives today, we would grab that breakthrough with both hands. While we wait for a vaccine, grab the breakthrough that's already here. When we're out, it's masks on.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
He has an overbite that makes him look like a cartoon character, a slightly crooked eye, and an uncommonly wrinkly neck. In the right light, he can look a little like a garden gnome, and he'll wear a bow tie just because. Sure, you might call him a little quirky, but that's exactly what makes him so perfect. Tuna is a 3-year-old Chihuahua Dachshund mix with more than 700,000 followers on Instagram, and it all started because he was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Tuna, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Big news, Miami fans! Body Armor is proud to be the new official sports drink of Major League Soccer and Inter Miami CF. It doesn't matter if you're a player or a fan, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you with potassium-packed electrolytes, antioxidants, and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Whether you're at home or in the starting lineup, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you from kickoff to the final whistle. Body Armor, now the official sports drink of Inter Miami CF, available at your local Publix.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
8:21, Friday morning. Final day of winter, actually. Spring will get underway tomorrow. Those of you that are listening to us on the live stream, onsideradio.com, many different apps. You can also watch us at Twitch and at YouTube. If you do that, hello, everybody watching. Go ahead and follow and subscribe to those channels. We would appreciate it very, very much.
And they would probably appreciate if you keep your head right there.
Okay.
How do I look?
No one cares.
Only so much we can help you with.
Yeah, you're wearing that Yankee jersey, so you just look like ass. You
Yeah,
look like ass.
yeah.
I can't believe you're making me look at that for 2 hours this morning.
I don't
You're
have.
a
I don't have the energy for a
Whatever.
comeback.
Okay. So we have been, we broadcast from the top floor of Inter Miami CF Stadium here on Commercial Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. And one of the interesting things that has happened, because we face east, is the sun comes up every morning. And today they're going to be installing the much anticipated blinds here to block out the sun. But as a result, Alex Dono is going to host the Man in the Match from his house. I was unaware that was an option.
Yeah. Interesting.
It seems to be.
It's not an
It
option.
seems like it's an option. If Dono's doing it from home, then it seems like that's an option that should have been made open to me.
You guys.
Just saying, I can see myself every Friday doing it from
I
home.
mean, get food
I'm
poisoning.
just
Apparently
saying.
that works too.
The sound is better because you're not wearing a mask.
Exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. I'll sound better. I can do. Yeah. No, I think we're gonna have a meeting about this. All right. So let's do some picks before we get Neary signs on here next segment.
Okay.
What the hell was that? Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, God, you're a freak. All right.
No.
We're going to do these picks in order of the games tipping off, just to make it easy for everybody. So the first game that tips off today is going to be Florida against Virginia Tech. It is a pick. Over-under is 135.
Are you in Bovada?
I am using this nice little thing that someone made, so we're just going to go by this. We're going by these lines.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take the under.
Jesus.
I'll take under 135.
You're not going to take an actual son of a bitch, you're a pain in the ass.
What?
He's not going to take an actual.
I'll
I'm
do
taking
both. I'll do
Virginia-
both.
I'm taking Virginia Tech.
Yeah, go Hokies. Beamer ball.
It's a pick. It's a pick 'em. Yep. All right. Second game is at 11:45. Arkansas taking on Colgate. Arkansas is giving 8.5.
I can't see.
Over under is 161. You don't need to see. I'm telling you.
I know, but I just like looking at the games. My God, everyone, calm down.
I'm taking Arkansas, obviously, minus the 8.5.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Pig suey.
All right. Jesus. Next, third game of the day, 12:15 tip. Number 1, Illinois, taking on number 16, Drexel. Illinois giving 22.5. I am taking the Illini.
Fighting Illini.
Fourth game, this will be on TNT. Number 6, Texas Tech at 12:45, taking on Utah State. Texas Tech is giving 4. I am taking Utah State because I had them winning that game.
Let's go, Aggies!
So I better take them to cover the 4.
Yes. Here
That's
we
the way
go.
that works. Next game, 2 o'clock. First game of the second slate. Number 2, Ohio State, taking on number 15, Oral Roberts. Ohio State is giving 16.
Take the Buckeyes.
I am taking Oral.
What?
To cover 15.
Okay.
Or to cover 16.
OH.
Yeah. I'm not ever rooting for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I'm not going to finish your little stupid. I'm not finishing the name. I'm not doing that. No. I'm not playing. I'm not Scoop. I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game. OH, shut up. Next game, 2:30. Baylor, number 1 seed, taking on number 16, Hartford. This is the biggest spread of the opening round. 25.5. I actually think it's gone up to 26, but 25.5 is what we're using. I'm going with Hartford. No, I'm going with Baylor.
Hartford?
I'm going Baylor.
Yeah, take the Bears. I like that. That's a big spread.
Huge spread. Next up, Sister Jean, Loyola Chicago, taking on Georgia Tech. Loyola giving 5.5. It's a big spread for an 8-9.
Give me the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, you're a loser. I am going.
And I'm
Loyola
also
Chicago.
taking the under.
I'm going.
Georgia Tech's best player will not be playing.
Oh, and he already made the pick. You already made the pick. You're locked in. Sorry, Bovada won't let you go
changing
back.
on my-
No, you're not. No, you're not
changing on
changing anywhere. You're not changing anywhere.
I don't know these
I
things.
took Loyola Chicago because I have faith in Sister Jean and Jesus.
What was that spread, Tuck?
Yeah, it was 5.5.
5.
5.5. Don't listen to Marsh. He already knows he's losing this crap. Damn it. 3:30 game. Number 5, Tennessee, taking on number 12, Oregon State. Tennessee is giving 8 points. Who did I pick in this one? I think I picked
You took
Oregon State.
yeah.
Yes, I'm taking Oregon State to cover this.
All right,
bad boy.
I'm taking the Vols. Rocky Top.
All right. Next game will be 5:25. Oklahoma State, number 4 seed, taking on number 13, Liberty. Oklahoma State is giving 9.5. I am taking the Cowboys.
Yeah. I feel like this could be an upset.
Okay.
I don't know. Liberty. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
no, they're good in football.
Yeah, this
Not
isn't
basketball,
football. Yeah, this is a different sport.
That's a different sport.
Yeah, just mental
That's
note
the
there.
NIT.
North Carolina, 6:10 tip-off. They're number 8 seed taking on Wisconsin. Wisconsin's giving 1.5. I got UNC.
Yeah. Yeah. Tar Heels are playing well.
Yep. Then we got number 2 seed Houston at 6:15, taking on Cleveland State. Houston's giving 20. I'm taking Houston.
Okay. These big spreads.
You're taking Cleveland State, are you?
No, I'll take the Cougars.
Then at 6:25, number 4 Purdue taking on number 13 North Texas. Purdue is giving 7.5. I take the Boilermakers.
Oh, wait, is Purdue or Iowa the one that has the number 1 offense?
Wouldn't you like to know that?
I will.
It's Iowa.
Ah, okay. Wouldn't you? Touche.
So who are you going to take?
Purdue.
Jesus.
Purdue. Sorry, I'm trying.
Sometimes the little hamster in the wheel falls asleep mid-thought.
No, my contacts are so blurry.
Sometimes he starts thinking so much, and I can smell popcorn.
What?
8:40 game, the final game of the first game of the final slate of games for the evening. 8:40 tip time. San Diego State, number 6 seed, taking on number 11 Syracuse. San Diego State giving 3. I am taking San Diego State because I hate Syracuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They shouldn't even be in the tournament.
Bestie.
Here we go. At 8:50, the future 2021 national champions, West Virginia.
Oh boy.
Taking on Morehead State. 8:50. West Virginia's giving 13. Taking my Mountaineers.
Okay. What if they lost first?
Shut your hole. Just shut your hole. We got number 7 Clemson taking on number 10 Rutgers. Rutgers is giving 1.5. Rutgers the favorite.
Wow.
Yeah, I took Clemson in my bracket.
First
so
time in the tourney in 30 years.
I took Clemson to win the game, so I guess I got to go with Clemson.
I took Rutgers.
Did you? So I guess you're taking Rutgers.
Yep, birthplace.
Final game of the docket tonight, Upset City. Number 5 Villanova tipping off against number 12 Winthrop. Villanova does not have their best player. Villanova is giving 6.5. I picked Winthrop to win. Whether they win or lose, they're still going to cover.
Yeah.
I got Winthrop.
I'm gonna take Villanova to cover.
Of course you are. You've been on their train all season long.
I have. I'm a J. Wright guy.
I'm a J. Wright guy. I'm a J. Wright guy, everybody. I'm a J. Wright guy.
I'm just trying to.
I'm a J. Wright guy. I'm a J. Wright guy.
I'm just trying to start conversation.
Oh, don't worry about it. All right, let's go to Saturday, the other number 1 first-round games. Early game starts off with number 5 Colorado taking on number 12 Georgetown. Colorado giving 5.5. I'm taking the Hoyas.
Mm-hmm. I picked them to win.
Then you got Florida State taking on UNC Greensboro at 11:45 a.m. Florida State is giving 10.5. I will take Florida State.
Yeah.
Now here's where I'm seeing folks take the upset in. Number 3 Kansas taking on number 14 Eastern Washington. Kansas giving 10.5. I am taking Kansas. Actually, I know I'll take Eastern Washington to cover.
Okay. Yeah. I got the Jayhawks covering.
Okay.
I got to ride with Kansas.
There you go.
This whole tournament, I got them in the Final Four.
You got LSU, number 8, taking on number 9, St. Bonnie's. LSU giving 1.5. I'm going St. Bonaventure. I am not going to root for Wade and LSU with all the corruption going on over there. They didn't get penalized. That's BS.
I'm taking the Tigers.
You're such an SEC whore. You really are. It's disgusting. It's disgusting that you are just so
SEC
You
West.
are such an SEC homer. You really are.
What?
You are.
Yeah.
Everything about the SEC you love.
Just the SEC West, man.
Yeah, okay. Next up, number 1 Michigan taking on number 16 Mount St. Mary's.
Michigan.
There's no spread there because they didn't know who was going to win that game, but yeah, I'm taking Michigan. Number 5 Creighton up against UC Santa Barbara. Creighton giving 7, taking Creighton. This is the Blue Jackets, right? Or the Blue Jays? I think the Blue Jays.
Creighton?
Yeah, Blue Jays.
Oh.
Nah, there we go. Number 2 Alabama.
Rota.
Taking on number 15 Iona, led by Rick Pitino.
That's a big spread.
17 points for the Crimson Tide. I am taking Iona.
I'll take Iona to cover.
I am taking Iona to cover and win.
But I have the Crimson
Win.
Tide.
That is the upset of the first round of the tournament, people. Iona beating Alabama. Oh, make it happen. Please make it happen. Next up, you've got USC taking on not Wichita State, but taking on Drake.
Yes. Yeah, God's plan.
Yes, I'm taking USC.
No, I got Drake.
You're an idiot.
Okay.
Then you've got number 7 Connecticut taking on number 10 Maryland. Connecticut giving 3, taking the Huskies. Pick this game very carefully, Marsh. Be very careful how you pick this game. Super careful what you say.
I'm taking the Huskies to win and cover.
There you go. You are not a stupid young man.
No, yeah. I'm like 5-0 this year when I bet on UConn.
All right. Next up, number 4, Virginia taking on number 13, Ohio. Virginia giving 7.5. I am taking Virginia.
Okay, yeah. I'll take Virginia. Actually, no. I'm going to take Ohio.
Okay.
Not to win, but to cover.
Iowa, number 2, taking on Grand Canyon. Iowa giving 14.5, top offense in the country. I'm taking Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Also take the over.
Okay. That's 145.
Yeah.
Oklahoma taking on Missouri. Oklahoma giving 1. I think I'm taking. Hold on. Who did I pick here? What region is this?
I think I took Missouri.
Oklahoma or Missouri? Who did I take? Where the hell's that game? What bracket are we in? Son of a bitch.
West.
Oklahoma, Missouri. I took. Did I not pick it? Oh, Missouri. There we go. Jesus Christ. All right. Final games here. BYU up against UCLA, who had the thriller last night in overtime. I'm taking BYU.
Yeah. I don't even see that game right now. What's the spread?
I don't know because they didn't know if it was Michigan State or UCLA.
I'll take. You know what? I'm taking UCLA.
Okay. Number 3, Texas taking on Abilene Christian. Texas giving 9. I'm taking Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzaga taking on Norfolk State, who knocked off App State last night by 1. No spread there, but I'm taking Gonzaga. And the final game, first round, 8:57 Saturday night. Oregon taking on VCU. Oregon giving 5. I'm taking the Ducks.
Yeah, take the Ducks.
There you go. So there are all of our first round picks. All of the games that are happening today and tomorrow. I will tweet this schedule out because it's very easy. It's color-coded, very easy to follow the games, what time they're going to be on, all that good stuff. And, yeah, man, we got Neary Signs coming up next. This is OnsideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hi, it's Olivia Munn with my shelter pets, Frankie and Chance. Say hi, guys. When I adopted them, I discovered that they both have incredible personalities. Chance's sole purpose in life is to love and to be loved. Frankie is a little bit of a scoundrel and always entertaining. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the Humane Society of the United States, and Maddie's Fund.
Every Thursday, NBA fans can catch one of the best basketball shows in the country when Ethan Skolnick and Ira Winderman host Inside the Paint. Listen to 2 of the most knowledgeable and connected reporters in the business. Get year-round insight every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. with Inside the Paint on your home for hardcore basketball fans. OnsideRadio.com.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling on it.
The dad joke. Corny, groan-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
What did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off for school? Bye, son.
So take a moment to make your kid laugh, because dad jokes rule. Make your kid laugh today. Go to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
These are unprecedented times, challenging how the YMCA works to strengthen community as we have for nearly 170 years. but we've always found ways to help people and communities in times of crisis. Right now, Wise across the country are providing emergency childcare, shelter, food programs, and outreach to seniors. But we can't do it alone. Whether you're connected to the Y or have a fond Y memory, we need you to stay with us. Reach out to your local Y today and stay with us for a better us.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
Good morning, Miami. I'm Marsh with your Onside Sports Morning Update. The Panthers' win streak came to an end last night as Florida fell to the Predators 2-1. Panthers play Nashville again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. The Heat try and get back to their winning ways tonight as they'll host the Pacers. Tip-off from the AAA is at 8 o'clock. And the Dolphins made a free agency move on Thursday as they've signed wide receiver Will Fuller to a one-year deal worth more than $9.6 million. This is South Florida's new choice for local sports talk, OnsideRadio.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
8:38 Friday morning, OnsideRadio.com, Radio FM app. Probably one of the easier ways to go ahead and listen to the stream live. You can also subscribe to the podcast. Just search 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. And wherever you find your mediocre podcast, that is where you will find us. I'm Toast. He is Marsh. And we'll go out to the phones right now. Welcome on a dear friend, comedian Neary Signs. Good morning, Neary.
What's up?
Good morning. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely, brother. So Neary is a South Floridian, but somehow is a San Francisco 49er fan. So as a Seahawk fan, we like to give each other a hard time. Unfortunately, both of our teams are not very good right now.
No. Well, at least you have a quarterback.
Yes. Well, until we trade him to the Bears for whatever. But yeah. I didn't think that we'd want to drive him out of town, but apparently we do.
Why is that? Like, why?
I don't know, man.
I don't. Player you guys have
came out of nowhere.
Right near. I mean, it's as if the Seahawks have always had just a proud line of successful quarterbacks, and we'll just replace this one with another one. Like, hello, we had Mark McGuire's brother, for crying out loud.
That's how you could tell. That's how much you could tell. Like, I'm so envious of your position right now because as a 49er fan, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, get rid of him because we'll take him any day of the week. Please, God, let them get rid of him.
Oh my God, yeah, it's sometimes free agency sucks when you're not a Patriots fan. Just brutal, man, just brutal. All right, so Neary, I wanted to bring you on, and so I know that this week there was big news in. I can't talk comic book or movies with my buddy Marsh because he has never seen any movie from the MCU.
Whoa. Well, I watched one Thor the other weekend.
Oh, you saw? All right. You saw?
So lost.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one to get into.
Yeah, I didn't really like it, man. I'll be completely honest.
I think he was it Ragnarok?
Sure.
He has no idea.
I don't know.
No idea.
The old guy morphed into the young guy. The brother. I don't know what the hell happened. Whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, so there you go. So I figured I'd bring Neary on instead.
This is the audio version of that meme where you have the old man Simpson yelling at clouds.
Yes,
That's what this is.
Walking around in circles like you're walking out the door. Putting his hat on, I'm out of here. All right, so the big news this week was that they finally dropped the Snyder Cut for Justice League on HBO Max. And so yesterday, I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to have Neary on, so let me go ahead and, I saw the first Justice League. Let me go ahead and pop this on. And I pop it on, and when it starts, I hit pause to see how long it is. 4 hours and like 4 minutes. Are you serious? It's like an opus, bro.
Yes. Well, I knew how long it was going to be because I've been following this this movement, I guess, this request to have the Snyder Cut for years since the original Justice League dropped. So I've been like, you know what I mean? I've been that dude that follows like you know how we all are with our free agencies, and we're like, oh, I heard that he's not happy with his contract, and I heard, you know, so that's been me with this movie because I've been following it ever since. So I knew it was going to be 4 hours long, and I was one of the defenders of that, saying like, who cares? It's like Avengers Endgame was 3.5 hours long. What's another half hour? Just show us. Just give us what you got. Like, I'm not a big fan of the studio intervening and saying, like, it has to be a certain time. Like, just give me the story that you want to give me, and I'll be the judge of whether it's too long or not. Like, I don't need you to think for me. With that said, yeah, it's a long movie.
3.5 hours?
No, four.
The other one that
yeah,
he just mentioned.
Avengers. But Avengers, I mean, that was the final movie in like a 23 movie arc.
Oh.
I mean, so like, yeah.
This is like Batman.
And MCU has their crap much more in line and planned out better than DC does. So let me ask you this, Neri, because obviously I see there's 4 hours. I'm like, well, I can't watch this all now. And then I have college basketball from noon until midnight the next 4 days. So basically, I can't watch this until Tuesday at the earliest. So let me ask you this. How, obviously, it's 2 hours longer than the Justice League that was released by Joss Whedon. How much different is it? I mean, is it that much better? Is it basically just the same crap but just longer? Because the first movie really wasn't that great.
Right. Well, I'll compare it. I'll use a sports comparison. Remember the Bucks before Tom Brady? That's what you're basically asking me. You're like, so what's the big difference between the Bucks before Tom Brady and the Bucks after Tom Brady? Is it basically the same thing, just with Tom Brady? Like, no. One of them is a championship squad, and then the other one is the Buccaneers. Like,
so it's that much better?
So much better.
Wow.
Like, it's infinitely better. I will say this, that I do. This was originally, I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years ago, was supposed to be planned out before Avengers planned out that they were going to have the last two Avengers movies split up.
Yep.
This was supposed to be that. There was supposed to be a Justice League Part 1 and then a movie in between and then a Justice League Part 2. And then, you know, whatever happened. There's a bunch of other crap, bureaucratic stuff that happened. But this is so much better. This was I said that to say that it's very long and it shouldn't have been. Like, it's like 4 hours is a bit too long to be just on a rewatch level. Like, how often am I going to actually watch a 4 hour long movie? But it's infinitely better. It is been like, it's just, there's like, whenever you do see the little parts that we didn't put in, you're like, oh, yeah, that's very out of context. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Yeah.
So would you recommend someone watch the first one before they watch the second one, just so you can notice all the differences?
I would recommend somebody watch the first one if they want to see something that's bad.
Okay.
And then if they want to see something that's good, they're like, no, put this for. No, I would never. Why would I recommend somebody waste? Like, hey, before you watch something that's 4 hours long, just watch this other 2 hour long thing that's not good. Like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
All right.
I'm not going to recommend somebody watch. Yeah, no, that's not going to be me. But here's the thing. Toast. I'm going to say, and I said this before the Snyder Cut was released and before they even announced it, I said, I've been saying this all along, I did not hate the original Justice League, the Joss Whedon one. I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was the greatest thing on earth, but I didn't hate it. And I didn't understand why people were criticizing it and thinking that it was really that bad. I'm like, I don't think it was awful. However, I always did agree with that we should get the version that Snyder was told that he was, you know what I mean? If you say if you make a deal with somebody and say, hey, you know, I like your vision as a studio, they said, hey, I like your vision, release that, make that as an artist. I'm with that. Like, let the artist make what you said you were going to allow him to make. So I didn't hate the original Justice League, but that wasn't until I saw this one. Then I saw this one, and I'm like, oh, that was garbage. All right, never mind. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I didn't realize it was garbage.
I really need to see these movies.
Yeah.
Because
really
I'm
do.
so lost right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, I don't know anything about this, but I'm a huge comedy fan. I can talk comedy all day, and I'm really jealous that you're a stand-up comedian. I think that's awesome. When you were growing up, who were some of the comedians that you were fans of that maybe influenced you into getting into this?
Well, I never thought it was possible for me. Like I've been watching stand-up since I was way too young. I was watching stand-up literally at 7, 8 years old. I have older brothers, so that's the reason why. And then by a lot, my oldest brother is 6 years older than me almost. So if I'm 7 or 8, he's already in his teenage years. And I was watching Eddie Murphy Delirious on loop, like most kids watch Disney movies. That's how I was watching Eddie Murphy Delirious. I would just watch it, rewind it, and watch it again.
That's all you need to know. Really.
Yeah, but but that's not something that I thought was possible. Like I legitimately thought stand-up comedy, just like acting, I thought you had to be born into that. Like as a poor kid, as a poor immigrant kid to this country, I thought, oh, that's something that you have to be born into. Like I never assumed or even dared to dream to do it, and it wasn't. And then I thought, when you follow Eddie Murphy was my favorite of all time. And then you follow him, and you learn that he started doing stand up at 15. When by the time I realized, I can try stand up too, I was like 22, and I thought, oh, too late for me, because I'm not 15 anymore. Like that was my logic. That was my train of thought was. If I'm not 15, I can't start trying, because that's how old Eddie Murphy was. That's how old Chappelle was, and so therefore, it's too late for me. And then it wasn't until I went on a cruise ship, saw this comedian on stage on a cruise ship, and very funny dude, and he gave me the spiel of like the same stereotypical like you see in every sports movie. He's like, you gotta try. You never know until you try. Like he gave me that speech, and you gotta, But I was making him laugh. I was like in personal conversation, I was making him laugh. So I'm like, maybe I do, And I worked at a big corporate, setting for a lot of years, and I had a lot of coworkers telling me you should do stand up, and I was just like, no, that's something that those are professionals. I'm just spewing off the top of my head here. But I was just afraid. But yeah, I would definitely, if you want to do it, man, if you want to join me in the unemployment line, I think you should. I think it's one of those things where give it a try. Why not?
I have been following comedy for a long time. Neri is the funniest guy down here. And when the clubs are open, when the improvs are open, Neri is at all of them. And then also he is on the cruise ships when those things are going again, when they're not giant petri dishes and super spreader events. But yeah, so do you know when the clubs are going to reopen, Neri? When are the improvs and those things?
The clubs have been open, man. The clubs have been open.
Okay, well, there you go.
The improv down here, specifically Miami Improv, has been open ever since, I want to say, July or August. Maybe August. I think it was like late August, early September. And they've been. I got to be honest with you, man. And I'm not just saying this because they're obviously they like me and they booked me, but realistically, like I see the way they deal with the whole pandemic thing, with the wearing masks and the wearing. I've walked into the kitchen of the Improv, like I'm not supposed to be there. Even as a comedian, I'm not supposed to be there. But I've walked in because I want to see what's happening, and all these guys have their mask on, and I'm like, dude, I can't even. I'm so fat that I can't even walk up the stairs with my mask on because I'm like, this is too much. It's too much. I can't breathe. And these guys are in like 1,000-degree temperature, like cooking and moving and doing all this with their mask on. So like, kudos to the Improv. But no, they've been open since September.
All right. So you got the one in Doral, you got the one in West Palm Beach. Definitely go to the Improv website so you can see the schedule. And dude, Neri, thank you very much, bro. We'll get you on here next Friday. Maybe in the meantime we can watch some Falcon Winter Soldier. I believe that just dropped on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah. Which is another. Isn't that so petty of Marvel? They're like,
right?
Oh, yeah. Are you releasing the movie that you've been talking about for 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and put in my show that the next day. Like petty.
And because we had all just been talking about WandaVision for the last month and a half, they didn't even give that any like a couple weeks off. No, we're going right back in now with Falcon Winter Soldier, and then Loki follows that. I love Disney Plus.
Are you a fan of Loki? I hate Loki.
I'm going to watch that one. Absolutely,
He's the
Thor guy. I'm not going to watch it. It's like that. Loki's like that fat chick that hits on you, and you're like, oh, I don't want this. I mean, I'm going to do it, but I don't want it. Like, that's what's going to happen with Loki. I'm like, I'm fine.
Neri Signs, everybody. Neri, what is the podcast in the Twitter handle?
Well, my podcast, I have two different podcasts. I have a podcast network called geekbro.net. So go to it's called Geek Bro. Just go to geekbro.net. My website is nerysigns.com, which nobody ever remembers. So I made it what was his name whatwashisname.com because that's an easier way to everybody just get to my website. So whatwashisname.com, and from there, all my social media. I'm trying to grow my Instagram.
Okay.
I'm trying to get that blue check like Toast has.
Yeah.
So if you could just follow me on Instagram, it'd be great. Man.
Neri Signs, everybody. Thank you, brother. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
We got 4th and 20 news coming up next on OnSideRadio.com.
You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's new papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Get a new papadilla, 4 flavors, just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt, and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDConstruction.com.
You're listening to the station with more live and local sports talk than anyone else in South Florida. OnSideRadio.com. Broadcasting from South Florida to the world.
All right, class. Let's hear what everyone did this weekend. Jill?
Well, I raised my older sister to a big oak tree. It was at least 100 years old. My mom said I must have set a record or something. And then we went down by a stream and perched up on this huge rock and saw all of these little minnows swimming around way below us. And then I rescued my little brother from an evil slug king who was guarding him in the bush fortress. And my sister and I brought him back to our super twig fort for safety. And then we all laid out and told stories until it got dark. And the Big Dipper led us all the way home. Wow. Awesome.
Where were you, Jill?
Yeah. We went to the forest. It's not that far away. Anyone want to come this weekend?
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Big O for M&S Air Conditioning. You know, air quality in your home and business is more important than ever. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning and let them install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit. Folks, it attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. With stellar customer service, answering your call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. For more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans, visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
Let's get back to the 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
8:56 Friday morning. We ran a little bit late with Neri Science, so we got to hustle in and get into some news.
Okay.
There we go.
4th and 20 news.
All right, instead of 3 stories today, we're just going to get to 2, but these are 2 good stories. You familiar with Familiar with Mama June from Honey Boo Boo? The mom?
Yeah.
Mama June Shannon says she and her boyfriend Gino Doak dropped close to $1 million on dope during the height of her drug addiction. I would say the last year of our addiction, probably a good $900,000 went to our dope man. At one point, she said she sent her dealer $80,000 in a single Cash App transaction. She also said she was waiting on $15,000 to get her last high, but the payment was late, so instead, she decided to enter rehab. Went into rehab with $1.75 to her name. The 41-year-old reality star, who's now been clean for 14 months, added that she's had to learn old hustles in order to make money since production shut down the TV show, and she had spent all of her savings on dope over the last couple of years.
That's sad.
$1 million on dope. Like just smoking it and snorting it up your nose. That is absolutely insane.
Very sad.
Here's a great story. You're going to love this.
Is this happy?
Yes. A top Taiwanese official issued a plea for people to stop trying to change their name to salmon.
What?
Dozens made the unusual move to take advantage of a restaurant promotion. The phenomenon has been dubbed the salmon chaos by local media. Around 150, mostly young people, flocked to government offices in recent days to officially register to change their name. The cause of this sudden enthusiasm was a chain of sushi restaurants. Under the 2-day promotion, any customer whose ID card contained the word salmon in Chinese would be entitled to an all-you-can-eat sushi meal along with 5 friends.
Oh.
Taiwan also allows people to officially change the name up to 3 times. So it's kind of easy to do it in Taiwan, but Taiwanese officials were not amused. This kind of name change not only wastes time, but causes unnecessary paperwork. This is according to the Interior Ministry. He urged the public to cherish the administrative resources and your original name.
Wow.
What would you change your name to in order to cash in on an
Oh.
all-you-can-eat sort of buffet? Like, would you change your name to, like, waffle or burger? Pizza. Oh, pizza.
I really like my name.
But you can't eat it, Thomas.
Or
marshmallow.
Oh, there you go.
And all you can eat marshmallow.
Oh, that's awful. The house,
S'mores.
I know, but you can only eat so many marshmallows.
I know.
Like fish food ice cream's got marshmallow in it. I'll pound down a couple cartons of that. We got the second hour of the show coming up. Cutler Ridge Laz or Lehigh Laz. We'll see how he feels about that. Coming up at 9:20. We'll talk some more NFL action. Dolphins made some moves yesterday. All that coming up next on OnSideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Okay, men. This is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. I know you won't. Because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
No wimpy corporate-led radio station here. You're listening to the only station in South Florida that truly gives you a voice. OnSideRadio.com.
Okay, forest animals, today is a new day. Kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow.
Yes?
Have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. Okay, River.
Dude,
how's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man. Perfect for a little riverside shoeless relaxation.
Ah, good. Owl, you here? Of course. Who's asking? I am. Look, you know the drill. Sleep during the day, scare the kids at night. Perfect. I love my job. Oak Tree?
What's up?
Still in the same place I left you last year. That's what I like. Consistency.
Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere for the next couple hundred years.
I know. I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. You'd think you would have learned by now to leave the night before our meetings. Okay. Squirrel. Has anybody seen Mr. Squirrel?
The Forest has been preparing just for you. Visit a forest near you today. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/therightseat. Show him you love him. Keep him safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20.
Everyone gather round.
I should just start at the beginning.
What day of the week is it?
It's Friday.
Friday.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Doing absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Sounds exciting. Okay, where was I? End of the week. Friday. Who's ready to party?
Okay, finally.
It's showtime.
Here's Toast and Marsh.
9:03 Friday morning. Oh, Friday, baby. OnSideRadio.com. He is Marsh. I'm Toast. It's 4th and 20.
Friday.
You posed a question in our off-air show notes. A celebrity you'd like to have a beer with.
Yeah.
Did you have anyone in mind?
Bill Burr.
Oh, now Bill Burr got a little crap sent his way.
Now what?
He did they had him do one of the, he was a presenter on the Grammys, and he came out and he took some shots at the piano playing music or whatever, and people were like...
He's a comedian.
Yeah, people didn't get that, and they got all...
No, a lot of people nowadays,
annoyed.
I feel... They
Annoyed by everything.
And they don't, especially like Bill Burr's humor.
Yeah.
He doesn't...
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
So...
He's honest.
I would love to have a beer with Bill Burr.
He's sober now, but he was a big drinker.
Do you any other celebrity you'd?
Tons. I mean,
I have
Adam
always.
Sandler.
Okay. I would say I would like to have a beer with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
She seems like just a cool, fun person.
She's one of my crushes, like celebrity crushes. She's great.
I can see myself having a lot of things in common with her in terms of just views on things.
She seems like the kind of girl that would be like chill to go to a dive
right?
bar.
Yeah, exactly. I actually saw a list here. They came with a list of the 15 celebrities you'd totally like to hang out with. She made the list. Another one that made the list, and I guess I can see why she made the list, but I don't know that she should still be on the list because she's had some bad press over the pandemic, certainly. Ellen DeGeneres.
No.
We've learned, I think, that she's a bit of a nasty, is the word bitch? Is that the word? Yeah, the nasty, yeah. Not nice.
No.
Not a very nice person.
And she wasn't nice before the pandemic.
No, she wasn't nice before the pandemic. See, I would not have any desire.
I'd
rather have a beer with her partner, Portia de Rossi, than with Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. What movie was she in?
Oh, well, she was in Ally McBeal, the TV show. That was before your time.
There's something in.
But she was in what's the Netflix show with Justin Bateman? The comedy with the family.
Oh, Arrested Development?
Arrested Development.
Oh, okay.
She's the sister.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the weird husband.
Dude, that's a
with
very...
David, whatever is the husband. Yeah, that show is awesome.
Tobias.
Tobias. Yeah, Tobias.
Yeah, Ellen doesn't seem like the kind of person that would drink a beer, honestly.
No, Ellen doesn't seem like the person that would want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Like, it would be, like she doesn't want to deal with the common folk.
And I don't want to deal with her.
I don't want to deal with her,
You know who is quite the opposite, though?
Who?
I've heard. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, I can hear. I can imagine Jimmy Fallon being very like if you just saw him in a bar or something, like he'd be, "Hey, what's up, man?" Like would be totally like receptive.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, yeah.
Apparently, he doesn't like because he goes out drinking with his crew a lot.
Yep.
And they apparently go to these like small bars and everything. I respect that.
Well, speaking of his crew, a member of his crew, his best friend, made the list. Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
I could absolutely. Yeah, he seems like a down to earth for someone that's worth $1 billion. And is that famous? Like, I mean, obviously you're not going to be that down to earth when you're that famous, but he seems like he's as down to earth as someone that famous could be.
Oh, absolutely.
Justin Timberlake.
Mm-hmm. There's so many, honestly.
Oh, there's tons of them.
Vince Vaughn, maybe back in the day.
Well, I'd love to hang out with Vince Vaughn.
I love Vince Vaughn.
Chrissy Teigen.
Yes.
She's just fun.
Yeah, she's great.
I would love to do a double date with her and John Legend. Me and my wife, and hanging out with those. Dude, that would be a fun dinner.
What about Chris Pratt?
Yeah, I can see myself hanging out with Chris. I like Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And his wife now is a Schwarzenegger. So you get a little bit of that, too. You get a little of that celeb action
That was
going
a
on.
great... I really liked him
Then again,
in...
Anna Faris. I love Anna Faris.
Anna Faris.
I'm a huge Anna Faris
Yes.
fan. I actually was a bit... He dropped a little bit with me when he left Anna Faris.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
it's crazy. He got skinny, and then they...
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
But Chris Pratt is on this list here that I was looking at. Amy Schumer's on this list.
Amy Schumer.
I don't know. I guess I can see why, but I don't know. She kind of annoys me a little bit.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum? I'd have no desire to have a beer with Channing Tatum. You know what it is? I'd be so intimidated by the fact that knowing that he's like a physique god.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm Fatty McFat. I couldn't, like, I'd be uncomfortable.
No.
How about Rihanna?
Yeah. I'd grab a beer with Rihanna. I love Rihanna.
I don't think she seems very approachable, though, to do that. Do you think? I don't know.
I would tell her I love her within probably 10 seconds.
Of course you would. Who don't you tell that to?
I love...
Twitter.
Dude,
Oh
Rihanna
my
is...
God.
Well,
all right, here's one.
She's an angel.
Here's one that my opinion of this person has changed significantly as she has gotten older, and certainly over the last couple of years. It has gone from a negative impression of her to now a positive one, Miley Cyrus. I actually like Miley Cyrus. I dig.
Really?
I think she's a cool person. Yeah. As she's gotten older a little bit, and I don't know, there's something
really
about her.
I paid attention to her.
Neither did I really, but I don't know. The last couple of years, for some reason, I'm seeing her more and more, and I'm just like she's doing, covering rock songs with icons. I'm like, oh, you know what?
Okay.
She's kind of cool. All right, so she's not little, pop Disney girl, whatever. Like
Last time I remember hearing about Miley Cyrus was when Nicki Minaj called her out at the award show.
Sure.
I think.
Drake made this list. I have no desire to hang out with Drake.
I would drink with Drake.
Yeah.
But I honestly can't tell if he would be a cool guy or if he's like too cool for school.
I like him in the new State Farm commercial.
Yeah.
That's the first time where I'm like, oh wow, I actually like Drake in this little
and
thing.
he's hosted the ESPYs and he was funny.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Well, listen, he was an actor he was on Degrassi.
Sure. And he's Canadian, so he's probably nice.
He's probably a nice guy. Also on this list was Gigi Hadid. I don't think I could.
Yeah, I know.
I just would think, oh, you're like one of the beautiful people. Like, I don't think we'd have anything
And they
in common.
know.
Exactly. Nicki Minaj.
No.
I'd rather hang out with Cardi B than Nicki Minaj.
No. What about Jennifer Aniston? That is...
Oh.
I could see myself like getting drunk with Jennifer Aniston.
Kanye West?
No.
No?
No.
Katy Perry?
Nah.
I would have liked Katy Perry when she was still dating Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Yeah. Number one on this list, Anna Faris.
I love
Dude, right?
Anna
Like,
Faris.
she's the best.
Have you seen the breakup? Or not the breakup, Just Friends with her and Ryan Reynolds?
No.
Bro, it's from like 2004.
Okay, like one of her early ones.
It's a Christmas movie.
Oh.
Very, very funny.
I
And
like
she
the
plays
Anna
like a
Faris.
psycho, like pop star. Where she was in Entourage too.
Like a reoccurring role? I never
For
really
like
watched
3
Entourage.
For like 3 episodes, yeah.
Someone's girlfriend or?
She was E's client when he managed her.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. Peyton
right.
Manning's another one. I'm going to throw that out there. He's an athlete, but...
What about Eli? Who would you rather drink with, Eli or Peyton?
Peyton. Come on.
Really?
Eli doesn't have a personality.
Have you seen his Twitter, dude? He's been doing really good on Twitter. Now, do you think he's doing his Twitter, or has he hired someone
I
to make
honestly
those
feel like
snappy
his wife
responses?
is doing it.
Because he is showing a level of personality that I've never known Eli to have on Twitter.
He had the same face on the sidelines
for
for
everything, win or
16
loss.
years.
Yeah.
Eli, man.
They have listed the 9 most interesting NCAA tournament prop bets that you can jump on. Number 1, if you want to bet on a number 1 seed knocking off a 16 seed, 6-1 odds, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Better than you would think. I think you know what it is. I think they're seeing that this crazy ass year, first tournament in a year, that chaos is going to happen.
Anything can happen.
Another one. Will all number 1 seeds make the Final Four? If you believe that, you got 50-1 odds.
50-1.
50-1. There's no way all 4 number 1s
yeah.
make it. Will a Canadian-born player win most outstanding player? 10-1 odds. Well, because there's a bunch of them.
Oh, there is.
You've got Andrew Wiggins from Kansas, Stauskas from Michigan. You got a kid from Iowa State, a kid from Syracuse.
Okay.
Number 1 seeds to make the Final Four. Over under 1.5.
Over.
I would say over as well. Most points scored during by one team during a round of 64 games.
What? Wait, what?
Most points scored by one team during the round of 64 games. Over under 95.5.
Over?
Sure.
Yeah, that was
That's
weirdly.
a weird question.
Very wordy.
Which conference will the winning team come from?
Big Ten.
Big Ten, you get 7-2 odds. ACC is 15-4. Yeah, so that's probably the best prop bets.
Okay. Who do I have? Well, Baylor, Big 12. Okay.
I have Big 12 winning it also, West Virginia.
I keep forgetting.
I keep forgetting that they're in. Yeah, I keep thinking that they're
Big East.
The Big East, exactly.
I don't like them being in the Big 12. It's kind of sketch.
Yeah, listen, man, they did it for football.
And I don't like A&M being in the SEC.
Yeah, I don't like A&M being in the SEC. I don't like West Virginia being in the Big 12.
I miss watching A&M and Texas play each other.
Yeah, I miss Bob Huggins in the Big East. And not that they were in the Big East very long, but yeah, I miss
good
Bob
character.
Huggins. Yeah, he's a great character.
Yeah, Huggy Bear.
You don't have a lot of those left in college basketball.
Or in sports.
Or in sports,
America.
no. Yeah, you really don't. You get in too much trouble now. You lose sponsorships if you're too colorful. Friggin' sucks. All right, we will take a break at 9:40. We've got, was it 9:40, 9:20?
I think it's 9:40, isn't it?
Sean? 9:20, yeah.
Oh.
We got Cutler Ridge Laz. He'll be coming up in just a few. The Canes have won 6 in a row. They got FSU coming into town this weekend.
We got some bad news yesterday, though.
Oh, no. What happened?
Well, the pitcher, his name's not coming to mind.
Fetterman, Rosario.
He's out for the year, Tommy John surgery.
Oh!
Not Rosario, but
the other freshman?
I'm pulling it up right now. Like, it's at the tip of my tongue. You know?
As we Google things right here. Miami Hurricanes pitcher. News.
Oh, JP Gates.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that wasn't one of the starters.
Is he a reliever?
I think he's a reliever.
Okay.
But yeah, man, listen, won 6 in a row. Going into the big series with FSU. Right now ranked number 5, I think, by Baseball America.
Mm-hmm.
So
FSU clobbered the Gators the other day.
Listen, I like a lot of teams are teeing off on the Gators right now.
And yet they're still in the top 10.
Yes, they are. Well, listen, you start off as number 1 by far and away. So we'll talk to, is it still Cutler Ridge Laz?
No.
It's not. Has he said that to you?
No, he has not. I'm saying.
Oh, we'll find out for sure coming up next on OnSideRadio.com.
You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
Let's raise a cup to the first among us who put themselves last. To the risk takers, the mask makers, the heroes on the front line and online. To the ones keeping shelves full and keeping us hopeful. To those who don't stop and those making all the stops. To the ones who pick up, suit up, and never let us down. From all of us at Dunkin' to all the heroes keeping everyone running, we thank you.
Hello, Inter Miami CF fans! Download the Drink AR app and play inside a first-of-its-kind virtual soccer stadium, hosted by Bodega Trevento and Inter Miami CF, and celebrate your passion for soccer from the comfort of your own home. Find the download links on our Instagram account at Treventus and get our wines delivered straight to your home with a discount for all Inter Miami CF fans. Discover Trevento, a shared passion.
If you missed Red Card Radio with Austin Robillard, then you missed this.
Beckham and Moss made it seem like it was the most important thing in the world that they had to talk about the academy and bringing up players from the academy to play for Inter Miami. And, well, they've not only done it, they've now done it in abundance. First, it was Felipe Valencia. And in a question asked about Felipe Valencia, David Beckham specifically mentioned another name in Ian Frey. This was, now in hindsight, a complete foreshadowing of what was to come this week, because Ian Frey has now signed as a first-team player for Inter Miami. Ian Frey also signed alongside his former teammate from Fort Lauderdale CF, Edison Ascona.
Red Card Radio with Austin Robillard every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. exclusively at OnSideRadio.com.
The fighting spirit of the Marine Corps is born of battles won. Battles won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's a promise made to you for more than 2 centuries. A promise of the Marines.
For over 20 years, Mr. Glass has been committed to the safety and satisfaction of our clients. Our products are the culmination of innovative engineering, aesthetic appeal, and the highest levels of quality. Through our legacy, Mr. Glass strives to impart the true meaning of quality, service, and sustainability to new generations. Reputation, experience, and trust is why clients choose Mr. Glass. Live the future now. Locate a dealer near you today.
Welcome back to 4th and 20. To reach out to Toast and Marsh, dial 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. Back to the 4th and 20.
It's 9:18 on a Friday morning, and this is 4th and 20. I'm Toast, he is Marsh, and things have just taken a turn here. Apparently, our next guest, who's about to come on, decided to just throw all of us under the bus and just start backing it up and just start pulling forward and then backing it up again. Yo, Laz, if you got stuff if your wife needs you to do stuff right now, we can let you go.
Nah. We're already here. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're already here.
He is one of our favorite people, Cutler Ridge Laz on the program. Although,
what's going on, fellas? Good morning. Good morning.
Hold on, bro. So here's the deal. So I was, watching on Twitter over the last few weeks or whatever. I knew that you made a comment that you guys were getting out of the 305. And I think I saw one tweet where you were moving north, and I just assumed, it's coming to Broward like everybody else does. Well, you went through Broward, and you just kept on going.
Yeah.
So you went to the other side of the state, bro.
If I'm going to go to Broward, I might as well stay in Dade. You know what I mean? Nah, we're out here in Lehigh Acres, man. Over here close to Fort Myers, Cape Coral area.
So Lehigh Laz.
Nah. It's still Cutler Ridge Labs in Lehigh. How's that?
That is good, my brother. So what's going on out there? Everything is good?
Yeah, man. Everything's beautiful. Getting my fence installed today.
Nice.
Gonna let these dogs loose.
There we go. Good. So I mean, listen.
Man.
I guess the Lehigh's gain, all those stray animals in Lehigh just found their savior, and we got to find a new one now for South Dade.
No, sir. I'm going to keep going. As a matter of fact, I got a dog I'm picking up on Saturday. I still got a few dogs in foster, and I'm trying to catch some other ones.
You're good
keep
people,
getting them
bro.
out of Dade, man. Too many people don't throw their animals away up here, man. They're a lot more, a lot kinder, I guess.
Gotcha.
Than
Okay.
some of the folks, or somebody's going down there and dumping their animals from somewhere else at our place. Who knows, but.
All right. Well, listen, man. It is a good week, and listen, we went through the first couple weeks of the season, and it was rocky. It was a roller coaster. It was up and down, and suddenly now this baseball team has found their groove. It looks like they've won 6 in a row, and now they've got a big weekend 3-game set FSU coming to town, 7 o'clock tonight, 7 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock on Sunday. How are we feeling about this, Laz?
I got to tell you, man, I don't throw this word around lightly, but it seems like the team has, really rebounded in a great way. And they reeled off 6, good wins. They've pounded the teams they're supposed to pound. And now coming into this series, bro, I honestly expect them to take 2 out of 3 and be in contention to sweep these guys. Florida State is a very middle of the road, close to mediocre team this year. I think they're just above 500. They're 2. I know they're 2-1 on the road. So they got swept. Who swept them? Was it North Carolina? It was one of them teams over there. They got swept. It might have been Virginia. Anyway, and they lost a game to North Florida. They pounded Florida, but we see that series win at Florida keeps getting uglier and uglier.
Yes, it does.
Let them lose every game.
Okay,
let them lose every game.
That's awesome.
I hope they don't get to run the bases again this year. I tell you that much.
Okay, so lads, we got Rosario on the mound tonight. He's 2-0, 1.96 ERA. So he's pitching lights out. When you look at FSU, is there anything that sticks out to you about the Seminoles team, or are they deep in pitching, or do they have a good lineup? What do you see?
Again, this is one of those years for FSU baseball. I hate to admit it, but they have a good team year in, year out. But this is not one of those years. They're like Miami was maybe last year before last. That they're gonna win a few games, and they're gonna maybe get into the regionals, but they're not, anybody that you should be, oh my God, here comes FSU this year. They're just not that team. So I would say you gotta pick your pitches with them. They pitch a lot better than they hit. Even though they hung 12 on Florida, that doesn't seem like to be a big deal right now, So yeah, I just, stick to my game plan. Rosario is, what we talked about, what he should have been, what we were expecting on the first show this year. We talked about these 2 freshman pitchers, and AJD's done a stellar job not only recruiting these guys, but also getting them comfortable in the lights. They didn't flicker. They didn't win. They didn't, they went to Florida. They beat Florida at Florida, and the rest is history. They've been doing great, both of these kids. Rosario, my idols.
Talking to Cutler Ridge Laz, live from Lehigh Acres this morning. And listen, you've been talking about the fact that it was Murderer's Row. And finally, the murderers are finally waking up. The bats are hitting. The only one, and now granted he's waking up a little bit, but we still got to get Terrell going. I mean, he's an All-American first baseman. He's really the one bat now that we're still waiting on. Do you think maybe this weekend is the weekend that gets going for him?
I think that kid could break out at any time. I hate to say this weekend, and then he goes 0 for 0, and I look like a jerk on next week. I hate doing that. But no, I think that, he definitely has a shot to hit, these pitchers. Again, he has to be, smart about what he's swinging at, not always try to go for the home run. But hey, you got guys that are making up for him having a rough start to the season. Villar is, Villar, however you want to pronounce it. He's having a good year at the plate. So, we're making up our shortcomings, and we've learned a few things from those, couple of rough outings.
Okay,
so you're not, yeah.
Sorry. I was just looking at the Baseball America rankings, and I didn't even realize this. The ACC has 6 teams ranked in the top 15. Would you consider the Canes at the top in the ACC and the team to beat?
In the ACC right now, I would say, at number 8, but, you got teams like, you can't count teams like Virginia out. North Carolina, even though they North Carolina State, they can take a series from anybody. They can make, if they get into the regionals, whole new season mentality. But right now, Miami, I would have to pick Miami as the most complete team in the ACC with, pitching and the hitting coming around, and all the other, stuff that people don't look at. Like, it helps that you have a coach that actually knows how to tie his shoes,
We're talking.
So it helps.
We're talking to Cutler Ridge Laz. Hit the baseball. So, Laz, spring ball's going on right now as well. Everybody is raving about what's going on down in Greentree, whether it's a quarterback, play with TVD. What is the one storyline that's got you most excited right now about spring ball?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. Between the move and the baby and everything going on, I've been, just casually skimming over it at night, and I don't get excited about spring ball. When have you ever seen anything that materializes in spring actually play out during the season? Very few times. This is right now. This is like playing catch on the block. You know what I mean? You don't even play in traffic. You're just on the sidewalk there because, so it's really nothing going on for me. The most important thing for me this year is the offensive line. And every year I say the same thing because, it matters to me because I know that you can't do really much of anything unless you got a good O-line. Definitely can't give a kid time to throw the ball. Definitely can't get receivers that struggle time to get open. Definitely can't run the ball. So, that's the important thing for me on offense. And on defense, I got to go. I'm really looking for that secondary to step up. I want to see who that safety is going to be. And I know everybody has their ideas, but we really don't know anything right now. So really O-line and safeties is what I'm looking for and looking at. But there really is nothing to report right now.
So Laz, I have a question for you. Would you say that Manny is on the hot seat going into this season?
Listen, there's no secret. I didn't really like the hire. I just got a really bad taste in my mouth for rookie head coaches.
Yeah.
And I think Manny's trying to do all the right things, but it's just difficult to come to a place like this and win at the speed that you need to win, not to be on the hot seat. I mean, honestly, that FIU loss really, really soured me on Manny. Not because of the loss of the game, but you're watching this game and the kids are losing FIU and they're on the sideline, clowning,
dancing.
Mm-hmm. What the hell, man? Listen, to me, that's like institutional failure right there.
Yeah.
I don't care if the kid's undisciplined. If you got a kid that has that mentality, he's not even supposed to suit up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Said it perfectly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Now
He
I'm
is
getting
Cutler
angry.
Ridge
That's
Laz.
a Manny issue.
That just got me
man.
mad again.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, listen, brother, we're going to let you get out of here. I know that you've got chores to do. You got boxes to unpack. You've got things to take care of over there. Yeah, it never ends when you move, man. But give my best to the family, all the puppies, the dogs, and everything. The best to Maureen, and stay safe and happy. We'll talk to you next week, bro.
See you, brother.
Hey, love you guys, man. Hopefully Monday I can chime in about an FIU, series win or sweep, either or. Catch those boys on WVUM. That's where I'm going to be listening from Lehigh Acres.
There you go.
Support Josh and those boys. They're the best broadcast in town. You're not going to find a better commentary on the game. Love you guys, man. Go Canes, and I'm still moving, guys. Hopefully I'll be back full force on Monday on Twitter.
There you go. There we go. He is Cutler Ridge Laz, always Cutler Ridge Laz. None of this Lehigh Laz crap.
He's so nice.
Oh, he's great. He is
makes
good
my
people.
week when he says he loves us.
He is good people. All
He's a
right,
good
we will take a break. We got to talk a little bit about this Deshaun Watson because now, I mean, listen, dude, it's like there comes a point where
don't know.
where there's this much smoke. Generally, there's a little bit of fire, and now the allegations are getting even more serious. We'll talk about them coming up next. This is OnSideRadio.com.
You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
With Make-A-Wish, the impossible becomes possible. A girl battling cancer can become a race car driver battling the course. The boy showing all the nurses his fire trucks can take the helm of a real one. Wishes can give kids with critical illnesses the strength to keep fighting, get better, and grow up.
Where there's a wish, there's a way.
Wishes need you. Visit Make-A-Wish at wish.org.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You can now watch Onside Radio daily by subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels. Search Onside Radio. Log on, subscribe, rate, and review Onside Radio on YouTube and Twitch. Find out why Big O has a face for radio. OnSideRadio.com, South Florida's home for real sports talk.
She's kind of a big deal. Some people like to say it's only because of how she looks.
She sticks her tongue out a lot. But there's just something about her that makes people do crazy things, like get tattoos of her face or wait in line for hours just to say hi. Lil Bub is a 2-year-old cat, an Instagram celebrity with a following bigger than some 90s television stars. And it all started because she was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Lil Bub, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
I'm Ryan Seacrest. First responders are people who stand for a greater purpose. They will be there for you when nobody else is, to help you, your family, your community. This is their selfless promise. This is their sworn duty to protect, to serve, to help. They put themselves in harm's way for us. They come to the rescue at times when we need them most. First responders are making enormous personal sacrifices to keep showing up for us and fighting the good fight. Nearly 70% of all firefighters are volunteers. That means when they get injured or quarantined, they may not have a way to pay their rent or keep their family safe and fed. No matter who you are or where you live, when you call 911 and ask for help, first responders show up. Now, let's show up for the people who show up for us every day and every night.
Go to firstrcf.org and make a difference today.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
Good morning, Miami. I'm Marsh with your Onside Sports Morning Update. Panthers' win streak came to an end last night as Florida fell to the Predators 2-1. Panthers play Nashville again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. The Heat try and get back to their winning ways tonight as they'll host the Pacers. Tip-off from the AAA is at 8 o'clock. And the Dolphins made a free agency move on Thursday as they've signed wide receiver Will Fuller to a 1-year deal worth more than $9.6 million. This is South Florida's new choice for local sports talk, OnsideRadio.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
Bro, hold on. It's 9:33 on Friday morning. What
the hell?
All right, so Marsh just had this 4th and 20 on OnsideRadio.com. Marsh just did his update. And before he does the update, he just says, I can't see. And so I look over and I look at him. And I took a picture of him reading the report right in front of us. And look at his eyes, dude. Like, what is... Check it out on Twitter, man, at IBToast or just Marsh's account. He just retweeted it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Like, it's right in front of you.
Dude,
you need glasses?
I need, like, LASIK and prayers.
Bro,
dude, I started like losing my vision in first grade.
Why don't you wear glasses then?
I did up until senior year.
Why did you stop?
Because I wanted to not wear glasses anymore.
Oh my God.
Well, I have contacts.
Oh, are they in right now?
Yeah.
Really, they work well.
But sometimes, yeah, they go blurry sometimes.
They go blurry sometimes.
So I have to like.
All right then.
I have to do that.
That was weird as hell.
Yeah, I can't see.
That was a great picture though.
Yeah, it's great. I look like a coked out.
You do. Here's an old sports reference. You look like you just were hanging out with Steve Howe in the Yankees bullpen. Yeah, went right over your head. Yeah. All right. You'd think you would have seen it go over your head with those eyes that wide open.
I couldn't see it. Dude, I'm legally blind in my right eye without my contacts.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah.
Driving this morning. When we used to do the morning show, like the early, driving in the dark, bro, there were times I was like, oh my God, I can't see.
You should get glasses.
Yeah.
Get like a cool pair, round ones or something.
I can't because the prescription is so thick.
Oh. Yeah, right.
I had some on my mission. I had to
bottle caps.
Dude, it was.
All right. So let us discuss the latest developments with one Deshaun Watson. So yesterday, where we left this story was that there were 6 females who alleged issues with him. Well, 6 females alleged issues. 2 had filed lawsuits. Fast forward 24 hours. Now 3 have filed lawsuits, and there's a total of 9 women. Now here's so obviously there is the thought process of, well, wherever there's this much smoke, generally you're going to see the start of some fire. Here's the one thing, and listen, again, I said this yesterday, that these allegations need to be taken seriously anytime a woman makes this allegation, whether you think there is a weird coincidence or not, it needs to be taken seriously.
Okay, I got a notification on Twitter and someone responded to your thing.
Gotcha, okay.
Kappa.
Oh, good God. All right, but here's one thing that I will say. I find it odd that if there's 9 women now that are accusing wrongdoing, that none of them went to the police. None of them filed charges. This is all civil lawsuits. They all went to a lawyer. So there's no criminal thing happening here right now. Now, this lawyer says he's going to send it all to the cops so they can investigate. But I don't like the fact that not one of these women went to the cops after something happened. That they all just waited until. So I'm not saying that means that I don't trust them. I'm just saying that sits weird with me a little bit. That many women chose not to go to the cops, because that would seem like the first place you would go.
Well, and it should be taken very seriously. It's just the timing is so weird
with the contract up and with the trade thing. Absolutely, and that with this lawyer was a neighbor of the McNair family, or of Daddy McNair before he passed away. But this third allegation now, this is not just touching. This young woman is claiming that Deshaun tried to force oral gratification onto her.
Has he said anything after his first statement?
He came out. No, the only statement he's had is that that this was all a shakedown. That before this all went public, this lawyer reached out to him and had a 6-figure, we'll keep it all quiet if you give us this much cash, sort of an offer to him that he says he denied. The lawyer has not confirmed or denied that aspect. Deshaun has said that he's going to vigorously defend this, that this is all garbage, and that he looks forward to clearing his name in court. So that's all we know right now. But every day, more women are coming out. Are all 9 lying? Is this all a setup, a giant shakedown? Or, as I said, is there fire here where there's this much smoke? And how does this impact what's going to happen to him moving forward? Can a team trade for Deshaun Watson right now and handle the PR blowback that's going to come? If the Dolphins were to trade for him today, I'm fairly confident that you would have at least a few South Florida women's organizations that would come out and might have a little something to say about that.
Yeah.
that the Dolphins might not want to see those headlines in the press the next few days. So I'm wondering, does this impact that? Does this lower what the Texans would be able to get for him?
Well, so yesterday, I think we both said that we would still make the trade for Deshaun.
Yes.
Do you still feel that way today?
Oh, man. I'll be honest, it's getting tough for me. It's getting tough. When the first one came out, I was pretty quick to say, the lawyer was friends, and this is the timing and the coincidence. Well, now it's 9, and now there's 3 lawsuits, and there's more every single day. I'll just say this. Every day that passes, I am less on board with any sort of move for him happening. I was for it a week ago. I was all in on getting Deshaun Watson. Now I am not all in. Now I am hedging big time. Now I'm half in. I got 5 toes in, 5 toes out. I honestly have no idea which direction this goes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 months, 6 months.
Listen, I don't know if he's going to jail.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be suspended by the league for a year. I don't know. Everything is on the table right now.
There's so many moving pieces.
There's so many moving pieces.
And it's hard to speculate.
Exactly, and that's all you can do right now. So, if I'm running an NFL team with this much unknown now, I don't know how you pull the trigger on this sort of a deal. If you had been talking to the Texans and you guys had been progressing and you were pretty sure that, all right, you know what, we can get this deal done. Suddenly now I'm thinking, I'm walking away.
Yeah, you back off a
I'm
little.
walking away. I don't think you can still do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just want to know.
There needs to be resolution to this. Like there needs to be something. Like there needs to be like a few of these women need to come out and say, you know what, this was, I was paid to say this or whatever for you to turn this around real quick. Because right now I don't see how this can happen. I don't see how any team. I think he's almost radioactive right now.
Crazy how things.
I mean,
change,
I don't know how
man.
any market brings him in deal. I mean, think about the blowback if you sign Colin Kaepernick. That's why no team is signing him, because they knew there'd be a significant blowback from a portion of their fan base. I'm not buying merch anymore. I'm not going to games. You guys, it's net disrespect to America. Whatever the hell the argument was going to be, no team wanted to deal with that headache. Whether it's fair or unfair, that's the reality. Yeah. And now Deshaun is coming with a big-ass headache. A big-ass, like a bigger one, because now we're talking possible criminal action. Nothing Kaepernick did was against the law. All he did was protest. Yeah. Now we're talking felonious criminal acts that are being alleged here.
When did this come out? Tuesday?
Was it Monday or Tuesday it started leaking out? And maybe it was even the weekend that it started. I don't know, but it's been over the last 4 or 5 days that this has gone from 0 to 60 in no time.
Things are changing. Things are moving. Things are happening.
Listen, I mean, I don't know how any team can move forward right now. There's too much unknown. I mean, if you move forward and this is true,
then what do you do?
And then and he's going to go to jail. Then you just gave up everything, and you don't even have a quarterback. You're done for the next 10 years, your franchise. So, you can't, because you don't know if he's going to be on the field now at all.
You can't take the risk.
He could be in jail. He could go to jail. So you can't, the deal's dead. There's no conversations happening with the Texans, I don't think, from any team right now, because there's too much. No GM can put their ass on the line this bad. Nobody's putting their balls on the line like this.
I don't know if it's dead forever, but it's definitely been put
on hold. Oh, it's dead until this is.
Yeah, it's been put on a long hold.
Until we know that this emphatically isn't true, this thing's dead.
Yeah.
Because as long as these allegations are out there and more women are coming forward, nothing's happening. No one's pulling the trigger on this. You can't do it. You cannot do it.
That's crazy. 9.
9 now.
That's a lot, man.
3 lawsuits. 6 are presently have not filed a lawsuit. But again, these are all civil lawsuits. None of this is criminal yet. The lawyer said he's going to submit all this stuff to the local police in Houston, so it could become criminal. But it's not right now. So, and listen, and Watson's got a big-time attorney. Remember Rusty Hardin, Clemens' old attorney, for the steroid thing. That's who Watson hired. So this is 2 big-time lawyers going, this is going to be, this is going to be just, these are big-ass lawyer bills.
When do you what do you think is like a timetable for the next developments?
Well, here's the thing. If this doesn't get resolved if this needs to go through the courts to get resolved, then this is going on for the next year, because the court system. I mean, you got 3 lawsuits that have been filed, so I don't. Yeah, this isn't over by the draft.
Oh no,
this isn't over before the season starts. Unless these cases are dismissed and these women walk away, none of this is over before the season starts. This is going through all of next season. These court things will carry through the season. They'll probably get an extension to the offseason because he won't be able to appear because of games and whatnot. So you probably won't even start the proceedings possibly until January.
Wow.
So all year this will be going on. This will be in the background, a headline hanging over the franchise's head and over his head. So I don't know how, if I'm a GM, there's no way, bro. There's no way I am risking my job and my future making this trade now.
Yeah, this isn't something that's going away.
No, not anytime soon.
I think that's what a lot of people thought.
We're hoping it would just go. Yeah. Not now, dude. This ain't going anywhere. No, I mean every day there's a new suit.
Yeah,
a new girl. 9 girls now, 3 suits.
Wow.
6 now possibly could still do a suit because they haven't done anything yet. Yeah. NFL is now looking into this. They're doing an investigation, so we'll see what they come up with. But yeah, this is now a gigantic thing.
Yes.
Gigantic thing. So we'll see how it ends up, but this could, I don't know, man. We got Kai coming up next. Also, going to finally bat around the topic du jour, the roundtable topic of the day here at Onside Radio, the Will Fuller move to the Dolphins. Coming up next and OnsideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDConstruction.com.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now, it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
ADHD. It's the child who can't pay attention or sit still in school, right? The answer may be yes. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or ADHD, can be complicated and it can last a lifetime. Living with a condition can sometimes be a challenge. It may take years to accept a formal diagnosis, and it's not always easy to find the right treatment plan. Did you know that up to 75% of children and adolescents with ADHD have at least one additional mental health condition that also requires a comprehensive approach to treatment? ADHD guidelines were recently updated to reflect the need to screen for associated disorders. Be sure to talk with your child's doctor about proper screening and visit moretoadhd.com for additional information. That's moretoadhd.com. This message has been brought to you in partnership with ADA, ACO, and CHAD.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me, I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Catch a South Florida staple every afternoon as Alex Dono hosts Man of the Match 3 to 6 p.m. Dono covers everything from football to football to MMA. Tune in to one of the most complete sports shows in the country with the Man of the Match with Alex Dono. 3 to 6 p.m. exclusively at OnsideRadio.com.
Hey, it's Big O. You know, air quality in your home or business is so important now, folks. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning. Let them install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. M&S is always on call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. and, of course, emergency Sundays. Call for more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans. Visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
A message to help keep you safe. If doctors told us today that we'd made a breakthrough on COVID-19, saving thousands of lives, we would rejoice. Finally, a good news day. We'd feel less afraid that our loved ones would be struck by the invisible enemy. We'd start to feel hope that we could live our lives again. Well, a mask does all that. We can help protect others by covering our noses and mouths, which is how the virus mainly spreads. Masks are a ticket to freedom, to be out in the world, to getting together, back to work, back to doing what we want. If doctors announced we could save lives today, we would grab that breakthrough with both hands. While we wait for a vaccine, grab the breakthrough that's already here. When we're out, it's masks on.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
I was hoping we'd have the Wallflowers One Headlight playing.
Yeah.
I'm Toast. He is Marsh. We got Kai in here with us right now.
That might get us hit on YouTube.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We'll get Run DMC'd. That's what I call it.
And it won't be tricky.
When they hit you for the DMC, it's the Run DMC, or MCA8 or whatever the hell it is. Yeah. So Marsh was sitting in here, and he was talking about how he loves this new song by the Wallflowers, One Headlight. Big fan. He loves it. Loves this new song. What year were you born?
94.
That song came out in 96.
Wow.
1996, dog.
That's crazy.
And it's Bob Dylan's son.
What is on my lip?
You thought it was Bob Dylan.
No, I didn't. I was saying that to be funny.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I say random things. I'm a funny guy.
Gotcha.
No, yeah, I did. I did not know that was. I did not know
Talks
that
to
was.
Neary now. He thinks he's a
That's
stand-up.
a 25-year-old song, but there you go. Yeah, it just came out yesterday. I'm glad you like it so much.
No, it's great.
It's paid him a lot of money. That was his one-hit wonder.
I've seen King of Staten Island
Oh, it's in
thrice
there.
in
Okay.
2 weeks.
All right.
Bill Burr and Pete Davidson sing it. Yeah. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh.
No.
Pete Davidson's
Watch your words.
not funny.
Not really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not entertaining.
I love Pete.
All right, so there was a move made yesterday.
Finally.
The Miami Dolphins, they went ahead and they signed themselves a wide receiver, Will Fuller.
The 5th.
So listen, I guess it's I guess it's a fine signing. My issue.
I think it's the 5th.
Are we really going to argue whether it's the 4th or the 5th?
Search it up.
Oh my God.
Is it hot in here?
It's getting hotter. My issue with Will Fuller is that I've had him on 2 fantasy teams in the last 5 years, and he has sucked ass for me both times. Because he's all or nothing. He'll get you like a touchdown, or he does nothing. And he'll end up the season with like 3 or 4 touchdowns. And yeah, he's a deep threat, but unless you can hit the deep ball, listen, fine, but.
So
okay.
I'll be completely honest. I didn't really watch a lot of Texans games, but the one Houston game I did watch was
really
this,
4-12 football teams don't turn your ass on.
Was this past Thanksgiving, and Fuller had 3 touchdowns.
He did. No, he did.
So I was like, wow, this guy's
good. And how
good.
many times did that happen during the season?
I don't know.
Once.
He had 500-yard games.
500-yard games.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy when you're down by 30
It's more than
in the second quarter. They were down by 30 in the second quarter of every game. They had Deshaun Watson. They had to throw the ball.
Hey, numbers are numbers.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I mean, it's more than any Dolphin.
Whoa, wait. Is Juju going to the Jets? Did you see that?
Does anyone care?
I mean,
I would actually kind of care.
Yeah. I assume
Corey
Dolphins
Davis,
fans would.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
The Jets are pointless. The Jets aren't going to.
They're going to have a good
No, they're not.
Anderson.
What are you
like those 3 together?
With
No,
Justin
but they would
Fields?
have to-
Stop.
Wait,
The
you
Jets
talking
are
about
gonna be
Robbie
nothing.
Anderson?
Robbie, what did I say?
He's not on the Jets anymore.
He's not?
No.
Oh, he's on the Panthers, right?
Yeah.
Chris Herndon. And Braxton Berrios. That's a good.
Really?
Anyways.
Oh, my God. Just take the.
Wait, if they. Okay, all right. I was thinking about Darnold because they
the
were
Jets
teammates.
are pointless. Unless the Jets make a move for Deshaun Watson, they're irrelevant.
Which hurts us very badly.
They're not going to make a move. Deshaun Watson's he's radioactive now. You can't make a move for him.
Yeah.
You imagine the women's groups that would come out and just the protests outside the Jets headquarters if you make any team. You can't make that move now. That move's off the table, man. Like there's 9 women now, 3 lawsuits. Like there's sorry, like that thing's dead in the water. Until there's a resolution, ain't no team, no GM is putting their ass on the line to bring him in now with that over everyone's head.
Yeah. Fuller's a good pickup though.
He's decent.
I mean,
Listen,
it's not
they
like
still
look,
got
you get him to a 1-year, $10 million deal.
That's
it's not
fine,
a lot,
but
it's
you
a
need
prove-it deal.
But it tells me you're drafting a wide receiver.
Yes,
because you can't.
Kyle Pitts.
I swear to God. Between your Gator shirt and your Yankee jersey, I swear to God.
You would rather not take, like, let's say that for whatever reason the situation falls where Kyle Pitts is there, you trade down, however it is, and the only receiver is there's Jamar Chase. You would rather
I'm taking Chase over Pitts.
Oh, my.
I have a tight end.
Yeah.
I have a tight end.
You have a good tight end.
I have a good tight end.
Kyle
Mike
Pitts
Gesicki.
isn't really your traditional tight end.
Yeah, but he's also
receiver
not
than he
your
is a tight
traditional
end.
But he's
receiver.
not an X receiver.
Yeah, I know, but
That's what I
dude is
need.
A baller.
I need a Jamar Chase. I need an X receiver.
He's a baller.
I need an alpha
You
receiver.
gonna deny that?
No, I know
Listen.
Pitts was very good. Very good.
I don't think.
He was.
I think the fit with the Dolphins is poor for Pitts. I think there's much better fits
I
for
don't think
him.
it's poor, but I understand the need at wide receiver.
Yeah, and he's not a wide receiver.
Unless for whatever reason, I don't know whatever tour Kenny Galladay is going on, but unless you get him at like a 1-year deal, then
I'd rather see them draft.
Waddle.
I'd rather see them draft Waddle or Chase.
My only
to be
issue
honest.
with Waddle and Chase is one, like, Waddle coming off of the injury, so that's like who knows, and then like Jamar Chase, it's like we just haven't seen him in a year.
Okay, well
So
you
it's
can
just
find
kinda-
excuses for anything.
I know.
They haven't killed anybody. There's no allegations of sexual assault against them, so
Couple
whatever.
NFL Hall of Famers
happening?
have,
I mean,
allegedly done.
No,
the
I'm
first
all
one there.
I'm all about Waddle or Chase. I want a nice
You don't like
young.
Devonta?
For me, he's too small.
Slim Reaper.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison.
I'm
build.
I'm
okay,
afraid.
I mean,
I'm
you
afraid,
have those examples, but like,
I'm
how
afraid
often
he's
does
not.
that
I'm
happen?
afraid he's not going to be able to. He's not sturdy enough to last.
Even though
To be listen, the Dolphins need a guy they can build around and count on 17 games a year. And so for me, that's Waddle or Chase. That's who it is for me.
now,
yeah.
if you asked us the day after the national championship game, we were all on Devonta.
Yeah, no, I was
the
still,
hype.
dude. He's still.
I just think that the
still
issue,
so
I mean,
tiny.
even with Devonta, I mean, like Jalen Waddle was injured all year. Like, like.
Yeah.
You could say that he's technically not 17 games. If you really think about it, gets injured, has a big injury.
Oh, he had one injury.
Tua.
I wouldn't
Tua
say that
had
he's-
one injury.
Yeah. Okay, and you drafted Tua, and he was fine. You didn't have any issues last year.
But then this is the
He
same
didn't get
thing with,
hurt
like,
again.
Devonta. You could draft Devonta Smith. Not that, I mean, look, I'm fine with any of them.
I'm so ready for the draft to be over.
I am ready
Why?
for
It's
this
so
show
much
to be
fun.
over so I can go home, turn on the Call of Duty, start streaming and watching college basketball for the next 12 hours.
Man, I don't understand how you still play Warzone, dude. I tried, and like
the cheating.
it's just everything. Even yet, like yesterday, I played GTA with my friends, and even that was awful. I was
Grand
just
Theft
like,
Auto?
I can't do this.
What's
Yeah.
wrong?
That's a fun
What's
game.
pissing you
Modders
off?
everywhere.
The
getting
what?
like modders everywhere, getting shot through buildings getting deleted.
I haven't been shot through a building in a while.
Like,
Like, I don't know, seriously, and I got shot by a building like a few weeks ago, and it pissed me off. But I haven't been shot. My biggest thing is the aimbots and the no recoil.
Are you? Is the Toasted Spectacular coming on today?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna tune
Toasted
in.
Spectacular will be on for a solid 10 hours.
That is
today.
good. That's good comedy.
Yeah, it is. Everybody
in.
should. Everybody
We
should
could
follow.
chat.
Everybody should follow that Twitch channel, IB Toast.
Absolutely.
Come on, quicker that thing gets built up, the quicker I can stop coming in here doing a show with Marsh.
Yeah.
I love you, Marsh.
I love you too.
Just wear that Yankee jersey. I'm going to take a crap on you. That's all.
It's a Glaber.
Nobody cares. All right, we're getting the hell out of here. Everybody have a great weekend.
Bye.
Remember, happy spring starting tomorrow, and enjoy the mild 2-degree cold front.
Hey, is that a faucet running? Nope, that's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest. It is? Yeah, forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink. The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact... What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum. That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe. How do trees clean the air? They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us. Cool. I didn't know that. Yep. But the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Big O for M&S Air Conditioning. Air quality in your